Welcome to the YouTube channel, Contact Center Knowledge Hub, your one-stop solution for expert guidance, best practices, and actionable knowledge in the world of contact centers. Explore, learn, and enhance contact center skills. Let's close the loop with the economic implications of cost to serve in a contact center. Let's explore the economic implications of cost to serve, starting with its most direct impact, profitability and margin. When CTS is high, your profit margins shrink, especially if your bill rates or revenue per contact don't fully cover those costs. In extreme cases, high CTS can even turn profitable programs into loss-making operations. When CTS is low, margins strengthen, but only if service quality remains intact. Sustainable cost efficiency creates room for higher profitability, stronger cash flow, and greater pricing flexibility. That's why CTS isn't just an operational KPI, it's a core financial determinant of business sustainability and competitiveness, whether you're a BPO vendor or managing an in-house contact center. Next, let's look at how cost to serve influences pricing power and client negotiations. For BPOs, CTS is the baseline for bill rate negotiations. When your cost base is lean and efficient, you can offer more competitive pricing without sacrificing margin. This gives you a clear market advantage and greater agility in winning and retaining clients. For in-house centers, CTS plays a different but equally important role. It justifies internal budgets and supports investment decisions. A well-managed CTS helps secure executive buy-in by demonstrating cost discipline and financial accountability. Simply put, lower CTS means stronger pricing flexibility and negotiation leverage, whether you're competing in the marketplace or defending your internal cost position. Let's talk about one of the most critical aspects of cost to serve management, the customer experience trade-offs. When CTS is cut too aggressively, through tactics like understaffing, over-automation, or stripping away service capacity, the result is often SLA breaches, longer wait times, and declining CSAT and NPS. This may reduce cost in the short term, but it damages brand trust, loyalty, and long-term profitability. On the other hand, smart CTS reduction, powered by AI, automation, and FCR improvements, lowers costs while maintaining or even enhancing customer experience. This creates a win-win scenario, leaner operations and happier customers. Ultimately, the economic health of any contact center depends on striking the right balance between cost efficiency and customer experience, not choosing one at the expense of the other. Now, let's examine how workforce economics tie directly into cost to serve. When CTS is high due to inefficient staffing, the organization faces rising overtime costs, inconsistent scheduling, and higher attrition. This creates a cycle of instability, one that further inflates your cost base. But when CTS is kept low through stable workforce planning, you get predictable wage costs, stronger retention, and healthier long-term labor economics. In other words, workforce stability is both a driver and a beneficiary of a healthy CTS. Smart staffing doesn't just reduce cost, it reinforces operational consistency and financial strength. Let's look at how cost to serve impacts scalability and growth. When CTS is high, your cost structure grows linearly with volume. Every additional interaction brings a matching cost, making it difficult to scale efficiently. This creates weak scalability. Your cost curve and volume curve move hand in hand, leaving little room for margin expansion. But when CTS is low, your operation can absorb higher interaction volumes without proportional cost increases. This is the foundation of scalable, profitable growth, especially critical for digital-first, high-volume industries like e-commerce, telecommunications, and BFSI. A low and efficient CTS isn't just about saving money, it's a strategic enabler of growth, allowing businesses to scale fast while protecting margins. Let's now talk about how cost to serve influences investment and innovation capacity. When CTS is high, a large portion of your budget is consumed just to keep the operation running. That leaves little financial headroom for critical investments in AI, automation, advanced training, or customer experience innovation. In other words, high CTS limits your ability to evolve. When CTS is low and service quality remains strong, it frees up funds that can be strategically reinvested into transformation initiatives, strengthening efficiency, scalability, and competitive advantage. Put simply, a healthy CTS doesn't just save costs, it fuels innovation. It creates the financial capacity to invest in the future and stay ahead of the curve. Let's examine the role of cost to serve in managing risk exposure. During economic downturns, clients often push hard for lower pricing. Vendors with high CTS struggle to stay competitive, putting contracts and profitability at risk. Wage inflation and changing labor regulations can also drive CTS up, squeezing already thin margins. And when volume volatility hits, whether through sudden spikes or dips, CTS can become unpredictable and destabilize financial performance. Organizations with structurally low CTS are far better protected from these shocks. They have the flexibility to absorb external pressures, remain competitive, and sustain profitability even in uncertain market conditions. In short, low CTS isn't just a cost advantage, it's a strategic shield against business risk. Let's wrap up with a strategic economic summary of cost to serve. Economically, CTS is far more than a cost metric. It's the financial heartbeat of a contact center. It's a profitability driver. High CTS weakens margins, while low CTS strengthens them. It's a pricing lever, determining how competitive you can be in client negotiations or internal budgeting. It's a customer experience balance point, cutting costs too aggressively hurts service, but smart reduction through AI and process optimization delivers both lower costs and better experiences. It's a scalability enabler. Low CTS allows growth without linear cost escalation. It's an innovation funder, freeing capital for AI, RPA, and customer experience transformation. And it's a risk buffer, shielding the business from external shocks like wage inflation, compliance costs, or economic downturns. In short, cost to serve is the economic pulse of operational health. If it's too high, sustainability is at risk. But if optimized intelligently, CTS becomes a competitive advantage, fueling profitability, customer experience excellence, and long-term resilience. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel, Contact Center Knowledge Hub. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights. See you in the next video.